Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
All right, Holly. South Carolina's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Beebe. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Paula, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Play fake, Sellers. On the move to his left. Quickly to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all. A lot to be excited about. Palmer, now you work on the next season and repeating and all that goes with it.
And it should still be good, too, right? Because winning that first national championship brought in so many good recruits, brought in so many players through the portal. You can make an argument their roster this year is better than last year's national championship roster. So I'm excited to see what they do today.
Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Racing down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Hoosiers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of range.
He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Pearson pressure. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Makes the catch and he's free. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Flips it out to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just keeps slinging it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they were able to come up with the interception.
Sellers, under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Black. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Might have a chance. That is exactly exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Offense getting set for first down. The run inside. It's Clark. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Right, continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll toss it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Going to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Running inside. It's Beebe. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beebe. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets past the marker. And this is why a mobile quarterback is the defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw it, Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Sellers throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. Oh, out of space. The tag, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads it left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Plucks it out of the air. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The sure hands, it's Richard. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing Sellers. Here comes the Heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a deep grab. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 13 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Hurricanes, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Here's a Heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. They go play action with Sellers. With the catch, it's Gibson. Got room at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Bringing the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
To the air, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
That's caught. It's Becker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
And the the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot?
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Touchdown Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And right down the middle. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing. He's taking the shot. Got it down the field. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. To the air, it's Hoover. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Indiana! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to... And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. From the red zone, it's Fuller. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. It might be a gamble to go for it on fourth down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
He wants a big play here late. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.